who is the God of Abraham? What is his nature, and who is he to you as an Orthodox Jew? And what does the Tanakh say about the God of Abraham?
The God of Abraham is one, and that's more important to you and I than most people really understand. He is not only the God of who created everything, he is also the God of history. He's involved in our lives. He is, when we say in Jewish thought that God is one, so that idea that God is one alone and there is no other, it's repeated so often in the Hebrew scriptures and in the Quran that people sometimes wonder, why is this emphasized so much? Why over and over? He's one. There's no one besides him. He's alone. And moreover, it's intuitive that if a person, God forbid, believes in two gods or three gods or eight gods, it really doesn't matter anymore. Once, God forbid, someone abandons the sacred absolute monotheism, then it doesn't matter anymore. And the question is why? Why is the one? Is it just a math issue, or is it something more? So in Jewish thought, there is nothing you or I have that God lacks. There's nothing he needs. He did not create the world in order for us to satisfy him, because there's nothing that we have that he lacks. And therefore, if that is the case, then we know about his character, and that is that he is all merciful, he's all kindliness, and he is all love, because he didn't need anything. So this world was created as a complete, absolute act of altruism. So his character is bound to that he is one alone. And therefore, if a person, God forbid, abandons the Tawheed that is so precious to the Jew and the Muslim, if a person in any way is anything to God, you have then undermined his nature, not just a numerical nature. And that's why, in a sense, Christianity, by adopting the doctrine of the Trinity, so therefore God can't forgive you. So it takes away from his ability to forgive. So in Christian thought, this is really so exquisite if people understand this. That's why in Christian thought, the Father can't forgive you unless you believe that Jesus died for your sins. And we're told, Paul says openly, that there's one God and one mediator between God and man. That's the man, Jesus Christ. Now, Paul didn't believe in the doctrine of the Trinity. He never heard of it. It wasn't invented yet. But we can see in the Christian Bible it's heading in that direction. It's moving in. It's not a good situation. So therefore, and of course you'd have Catholics, which is the majority of Christians in the world by far, who add in more mediators, like you have to pray through Mary, venerate Mary,
Right.
and the saints. So all those in-betweens are a disaster. Whereas in Judaism, God is merciful. His name is mercy. That's very critical. So that's really our faith, the oneness of God, which means, therefore, that God must be all compassionate, all merciful, and all love, and we can only hope to emulate him. We can never be as merciful or loving as God. That's not possible. But we certainly seek. The Torah says, "Be holy because I'm holy." We're created in the image of God, whatever that means, and therefore we seek to emulate God in being merciful, compassionate, loving in our own lives.